thrusting prongs is technique number 15 in the Kenpo Karate for Christ Orange Belt curriculum. Thrusting prongs is for a bear hug, and we've talked about how the bear hug can be done from the front or back and with your arms free or your arms pinned. We saw in yellow belt what that looks like if they're behind you from the rear and your arms are pinned. And then earlier in this level we saw what if they're in front of you and your arms are free. So now we're going to take them still being in front, but this time your arms are pinned. So with your arms pinned in the front, we want to create space. Again, try and make ourselves heavy if we can, get away from them. But in order to do that, we've got to create space, and to create the space, we're going to use a new fist. And this is the thumb fist, or the straight thumb fist. The way this works is your hand is going to close, first the fingers, and then the thumb will rest on top. You kind of squeeze with the pinky and the thumb, and the way the thumb extends a little bit on the end there, you can actually hit something pretty hard with that. This wouldn't go great for skeletal targets, again, but it's great for like between the ribs, really hurts there. In any kind of fleshy point or anywhere nerves are exposed, you can use this straight thumb fist to punch into. The technique gets its name, thrusting prongs, from the use of this particular fist, because it's like you're poking them here. And you're going to step back as you do that, and we're going to drive both thumbs into the top of the hip, into where the muscles connect. There's a little pocket there, and we're going to push in and at a diagonal, straight in and at a diagonal there, which will kick the hips back and of course bring the head forward, make them a little top heavy, but more importantly, it'll give us space that we need to create. So all that happens with step one. Both hands make this straight thumb fist here, and we're going to drive the thumbs in, down at a 45, and at the same time bust back with your right leg into a forward bow. And then from this position here, that should create some space. There's, of course, the question, well, what if it doesn't? We're going to look in purple belt at this technique again. Well, what if you do that and you're not able to create space? They're just too strong. You meant to hit into the kind of the exposed weak points here in the hips, but you missed and you just hit muscle that way. Well, what do you do then? If you don't get the response that you were shooting for with thrusting prongs, we'll have a technique in purple belt that's like thrusting prongs if it goes wrong. So we're going to assume for now it does. You get your target, you get the space you need to create that room in order to move around. From here I'm going to underhook with my left. I'm underhooking up onto his right arm, kind of anchoring down to control that right arm, and I still want to break that bear hug hold. And that's going to happen with this chambering action here. As I chamber this arm here, that should help break the bear hug hold. But just in case it doesn't, we're also going to thrust with the right knee right into the abdomen. And all that will happen in step two. So step one, thumbs punch in. Step two, you hook, you break their hold with the knee. Step three is going to be a side kick there to the left leg or to the left knee, driving it back. And as we plant down, this arm's going to orbit again, just like we did in glancing salute, and drop that elbow down on their back. That's thrusting prongs, the whole thing. So again, from the top, arms are pinned. We're coming back, thrusting down with the thumbs. We underhook up with the left, catching the right arm, breaking their hold as you need to the stomach. Turn a little side kick to the leg, and as you drop down, dropping the right arm onto their back. And that is thrusting prongs, technique number 15 for the Kenpo Karate for Christ Orange Belt curriculum.